Sir,
Welcome all of you once again. Yes, Tisha, you want to say something?
sir, how to study English for board exam?
Yes, dear Tisha, can you please repeat your question?
Sir, how to study English for board exam?
Read the lessons again and again, as and when you get time. You play the audios, they are there, and that way you should enjoy reading not only English, but it is useful for you all in all the subjects. Right, dear Tisha? So reading is the must, firstly, and then secondly, practice or just try to remember the things you have read and try to note down the topics uh, on a paper, and that will help you understand and remember the things easily and forever. That is the best way here. And as far as mathematics is concerned, I'm telling all about every subject. Mathematics, you need to practice. Firstly, understand the concept and then try to understand the different ways or the methods in mathematics to solve the problem. Then in science, the more you try to think and implement the ideas given there in your practical life, the easier it is to understand and remember the concept. And social science is all about again reading, remembering, and practice. That is must. Satisfied, dear Tisha?
Yes, sir. Thank
Very good.
you.
And thank you for such a wonderful question that could help everyone to get different ideas about studying. Okay, and it's up to individual the way they study and find it interesting and easy for themselves. Anyway, here we are with the text that you can see on your screen. What is it? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Very good, Shreya. And it is Boli. Did I disappoint you, dear Shreya? You wanted in the morning that the session should not be conducted at noon, but it is conducted.
No, sir, I was just asking.
You just wanted to confirm. Fine. Okay. Every day we will have. If I'm not conducting live, but I'll share with you some notes so that you can utilize the time. Fine. Is it okay, everyone? Or
Yes, sir.
you are getting little tired and
Yes,
bored?
yes,
And
sir.
what?
No, sir. We'll do the sessions and write the notes as well. We are
In fact,
enjoying the session.
you are enjoying. Very good. Thank you, dear. It encourages me that I should take one more session. Should I? No, I will not.
If
Don't
you
worry. I'm
wish,
just
okay.
having a sense of humor. Don't worry. So, firstly, I'll share with you the summary. Even if you have read and listened to the text, I think 2 days ago it got shared. Summary of the story. The story opens up with the introduction of a little girl named Sulekha. Okay? So, the story, the title itself is Bholi. What do you mean by the word Bholi? I think there was a word in the previous chapter only. That Anil, can you share the word in a question that was a word? Do you remember? Anyone?
Gullible.
Anyone?
Gullible.
Yes,
Gullible.
gullible. Yes, gullible. That is the word which means bhola, bhala, innocent. Okay, not innocent. Innocents are children. They don't know, in fact, the things. But being an adult, if you're like a child, then you are gullible. Then you don't understand when you are being troubled. So, what can we call that girl Wanda? A gullible or innocent? What was she?
She was innocent.
Yes, she was innocent, and more than that, she was understanding. She could understand her friends that they are trying to make fun, but they will realize later their own mistake and make necessary changes in themselves. She already knew about it, and so she never complained to her teacher. She had just shared the incidents with her father, but father had taken it otherwise, and so he took the decision. Anyway, so Bholi, this is a girl. Her name is Sulekha, and she was called Boli. You know why? Because of she was so simpleton, so simple girl, right? How she was simple and why has she been called here Boli? You will come to know in the summary. So this was because some part of her brain had got damaged due to an injury during her childhood, and she was in fact facing this problem, and so she has been called here Bodhi. Some people we find they are little mentally not retarded, we can say, but their IQ level is little less. They understand the things later. It takes little time for them to understand, and even if somebody is trying to pick on them, they don't realize easily, right? It is also a physical or a mental, issue that we can say. But here, as Sulekha, who is also referred to as Boli here, had a problem in her childhood that there was an injury in her, brain. She stammered and had pock marks on her face, which she got when she had contracted smallpox at the age of 2. And when she was just 2 years old, that time she suffered from those smallpox on her body. And so there are some pock marks on her face. So she was not looking beautiful, but was looking little ugly. And so she was a laughing stock for everyone because of her ugliness and also being little less in IQ as compared to others. So she could not easily recognize if the person is making fun or having fun with her, right? And so she has been mentioned here as gullible, or we can say bully. That is the title of the text. Then what happened? She was a laughing stock for everyone. Her father Ramlal was a Nambardar. He had 3 sons and 4 daughters. Bholi being youngest of all, Ramlal was always worried about her as it seemed impossible to marry with her having an ugly face and a dumb mind. Why she had dumb mind? Because of an injury in her brain. And why was she ugly? Because of those pock marks or smallpox that she had suffered when she was just 2 years old. And so her father, having 3 sons and 4 daughters, worried much about Sulekha, Boli, because of her bholapan and ugly face. One day, the Tahsildar visited their village to inaugurate a girls' primary school. He persuaded Ramlal to send his daughters to school. Ramlal's wife suggested to send Bholi to school, although she was against sending girls to school because no boy would marry such a girl. She reasoned that as Bholi had no chance of getting married, so she could go to school. In the beginning, Bholi was frightened to leave her house, but when for the first time in her life she was dressed up and her hair was washed and oiled, she felt that she wants to visit a better place. And what was that better place, dear students? Can anyone say?
School.
Very good. Absolutely right. Tisha. So brilliant girl you are being nowadays. Tremendous change, Tisha, I have observed in you last year and this year. Keep it up. So in the beginning, even if she was frightened to leave her house, but when she found that she is being given new dresses and her hairs will be washed and will be oiled, she felt that she should visit that better place. And in the school, she met a teacher who was very kind and polite to her. She encouraged her to study and speak with confidence. This built hope in Bholi, and she began to go to school every day. Years passed, and her village upgraded into a small town with some facilities like a cotton mill, a cinema, and the primary school being converted into a secondary school. You just imagine now that how the turning point comes in a life of person. Being suffered from that injury in her brain, and so being dumb. Then her face was so ugly because of those marks on her face. And there comes an inauguration. there comes an inauguration of a primary school where the Tahsildar visits and tells her father that he should send the girls to that school. He firstly did not want, but he later realized that Bholi, nobody will marry her, and so she should be sent to school so that she may find a better opportunity somewhere and do some service or job and can earn her money herself. And so she was sent. She also firstly hesitated, but later she wanted to go to that place because her hairs were given some clothes, and that's what she liked very much, and so wanted to go to school. And there also, fortunately, there was a very kind teacher with her. Dear students, there is a recent movie. In fact, it is in Tamil language, but also in Hindi. Gitanjali. Madam Gitanjali. Have you
Yes,
watched
sir.
anybody?
Geeta Rani.
Sorry, right. Nowadays, something is going mixed up everything with me. Anyway, thank you, dear Shreya. Geeta Rani, right? That's a really interesting story, and it will help you understand not only this story but also different things all about the school and the society. You please watch it if possible. And that kind of teacher here comes who did not just become a teacher and or just going on teaching, you listen, you do this and that, and being strict. As most teachers become, she was different, the teacher. She took her, Miss Bholi, in her confidence and encouraged her day by day. As in the movie Geeta Rani, you could see that the principal herself becomes friends with the girls, and she told them everything very frankly and openly that they also liked her very much. And instead of saying her ma'am or principal ma'am, they could simply call her with her name, Geeta Rani. Right? Am I right, Shreya? So there should be someone. We should be very friendly, frankly, and the teachers and our elder brothers, sisters, and parents, of course, play a very major role in building our character and developing the personality. And here the teacher helped Bholi in such a way that she could muster up her courage to go to school every day, and she found much interest there in the school. But you know what happened then? Even if the school was converted into a secondary school, as our school is going to be upgraded to senior secondary, that way, what happens here in the story? That is something trying to draw our attention to is one day Bholi's parents decided to marry her to a lame old man who was a widower but was rich and had not demanded any dowry. And it happens in the society, especially in the villages. You will find many such examples that a young girl married to an old man. That happens. And here is the person who is a lame old man, having some disability in his legs or hands, and even he is a widower. His wife had already passed away, and he offered to her father that he can marry with her, and also demanded no dowry at all. Then what happened? Did they take the decision? Let's see. They thought it to be the best marriage proposal for their dumb daughter and fixed up her marriage. But parents agreed. Yes, such a place, such a man, even if he is a lame old man, but he is rich, and he will definitely look after their daughter. They are thinking from that point of view. But what about Sulekha? What about Bholi? Let's see what she does. On the wedding day, the bridegroom arrived with great pomp and show which filled Ramlal with joy. And on the day when they were getting married, everything, so luxurious and attractive things were there, and her father enjoyed it very much. Ramlal, her father's name. The groom discovered that Bholi had pock marks and demanded dowry in return for marrying her. But when he realized that that girl had some pock marks on her face, he asked for some dowry in return on that day, and he demanded a sum of 5,000 rupees. That time, Ramlal begged for mercy and even placed his turban in Bishambar's feet, but Bishambar Nath did not agree. And you can now see even there are many such stories and also some movies. Such kinds of things you could watch and might have watched. And that way he begged that please, this is my daughter, you have already promised, and this is the day, and I am a father of a daughter. Please do mercy with me, forgive me. I cannot afford that much of amount. Okay, I'll manage. He went then to Bishambar. He touched his fate, but Bishambar did not agree and he did not give money. Then what happened? Ramlal had to give the money in order to save both his family's honor and his daughter's marriage. And as far as daughters are concerned, there comes another point, that is an honor in the society. That someone's daughter did so and so, it becomes a chitter chatter for people around. Then Bholi was witnessing this thing herself and so decided that she could not bear all this and refused to marry a greedy old man. People accused her of being shameless. And yes, she was greedy, isn't he? What do you say? Is that old man greedy or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, he is. Firstly, he agreed that he doesn't want any dowry, but later he demanded, giving an excuse that she has, pock marks on her face. Bholi could not bear all this and refused to marry a greedy old man. People accused her of being shameless. And that is the culture in our society, that always girls are being blamed and accused for everything, whatever the act happens, even if they have no role to play in that, but they are only accused. And so the people in the society accused her that she had been shameless because she stood herself and took the decision that she would no more marry with that old greedy man. Then what she told her parents and how her life changed. That's what we are going to see here. Bholi could not bear this all. We are done with that. Then the wedding party returned. The marriage ceremony ended without Bholi getting married. Her father was surrounded by grief and said that now no one would marry her and what would she do in future. He's worried. Of course, it's very natural that a father is always worrying about his daughters, even sons, and this incident took place with one of his daughters, and he was very much disappointed and worried about her future. That if one is going to marry her or not, how she will live without them, because the parents may not be there not throughout her life helping her. A day will come that they will be no more, and there won't be anybody to help her, and so they were worried. So to this, she replied that she would take care of her parents when they grew old and would teach in her school. And she decided that she would start her job there, earn money, and look after her own parents without getting married. So her teacher, who was quietly watching all this, felt proud of her decision. No, this is an incident. Even in the movie Gita Rani, that lady who had been an officer in the army realized that whom she loved most met with an accident and died, and was knowing that there is his mother there working just as a teacher in one of the schools in his village. And so she decided, even if she had bright future with her, she decided to go to that village and serve as a principal in that school and also look after the mother of her beloved. Am I right, dear Shreya? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. You have been a great help to me. So would you like to watch this, whatever I have told, in the form of animation?
Yes,
Or
sir.
Yes,
the
sir.
play role would you like to watch that the girls have played in one of the schools? First we will watch animation. It helps us understand it well, right? And then we
Okay,
will
sir.
see summary again. Is the picture now before you, that girl, how she must be looking, the school, village, the marriage? Is the scenario there? Could you imagine?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Very good.
Her name was Sulekha. She
Can
was
you
the
hear?
fourth daughter of then Ambedkar Ramlal. Sulekha was called Boli since her childhood.
Yes, students,
She
can you
was
hear?
called so for being a simpleton and a
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is it
doting.
audible?
sir.
All this
Yes, sir.
happened because she had fallen on her head from a narrow bed when she was only 10 months old. This had led to damage of some part of her brain, making her a slow learner. When she was born, she was very fair and beautiful, but when the child was 2 years old, she caught smallpox, which left spots on her whole body. Only her eyes were saved from it. She started speaking when she turned 5, and other children made fun of her and copied her. It made her feel so bad that she stopped speaking. Ramlal had 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters. Boli was his youngest child. Ramlal was a rich farmer. He provided the family with good food. All the children were healthy and strong, except Boli. His sons were sent to the city to study at the schools and colleges. Radha was his eldest daughter, who was married. Mangala's marriage had been fixed, and now it was Champa, the third daughter's turn. As all of them were healthy and beautiful girls, it was not tough to marry them off. The main concern for Ramlal was Boli, because neither was she beautiful or intelligent. It was not an easy thing to find a bridegroom for her. Boli was 7 years old when Mangala was married. The same year, a primary school for girls was opened in their village. The Tahsildar Sahib came to perform its opening ceremony. As a revenue official, you are the representative of the government in the village, and so you must set an example to the villagers. You must send your daughter to school. That night, when Ramlal consulted his wife,
Are you crazy? If girls go to school, who will marry them?
Ramlal had not the courage but to disobey the Tahsildar.
I will tell you what to do. Send Wally to school as it is. There is a little chance of her getting married with her ugly face and lack of sense. Let the teachers at school worry about her.
The next morning, Ramlal took Boli to school. Come with me, I'll take you to school.
No, 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 no.
Let her wear some decent clothes today, or else what will the teachers and the other schoolgirls think of us when they see her?
So it was for the first time that Boli got clean clothes to wear, although it was her elder sister Champa's worn out dress. She was bathed and her messy hair was washed and oiled. Upon reaching school, they found that children were already in their classrooms. Ramlal handed Boli to the headmistress and left the place. She was just looking at the various pictures on the wall, which were beautiful. Boli was attracted towards them. There was a picture of a brown horse that resembled the horse on which the Tahsildar had visited their village. There was also a picture of green parrot which looked like same parrots that she had seen in the mango orchard. There was also an image of a cow that resembled their own cow Lakshmi.
What's your name, little one? Bho, bho, bho. Get up and tell me your name. Bho, 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 bho. Well done, well done. Come on, now the full name. Bholi. Well done. Put the fear out of your heart, and you will be able to speak like everyone else.
Really?
Yes, yes. It will be very easy. You just come to school every day. Will you come? No. Say it aloud.
Yeah, 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 yes.
In 1 month, you will be able to read this book. Then I will give you a bigger book. In time, you will be more learned than anyone else in the village. Then no one will ever be able to laugh at you. Now go home and come back early tomorrow morning.
Then, shall I accept Bishambar's proposal?
Yes, certainly. Wali will be lucky to get such a well-to-do bridegroom. A big shop, a house of his own, and I hear several thousand in bank. Moreover, he is not asking for any dowry.
That's right. But he is not so young. You know, almost the same age as I am, and he also limps. Moreover, the children from his first wife are quite grown up.
So, what does it matter? 45 or 50, it is no great age for a man. We are lucky that he is from another village and doesn't know about her pockmarks and her lack of sense. If we don't accept this proposal, she may remain unmarried all her life.
But I wonder what Woli will say.
She is like a dumb cow.
Maybe you are right.
On the wedding day, he came with his friends and family. They were accompanied by a brass band which was playing popular tunes from Hindi movies. The bridegroom was riding a decorated horse. Ramlal was very happy to see all this. He had never dreamt of such a grand wedding for his fourth daughter. Boli's elder sisters felt jealous of her good luck. On the wedding day, Boli was brought for the wedding rituals. She was dressed in a red silk saree. When she reached, one of Bishambar's friends asked him to garland the bride. As he was about to put the garland around her neck, a woman removed the veil that covered her face. He saw the blemishes on her face and at once objected to the marks on the bride's face.
Have you seen her? She has poke marks on her face.
So what? You are not young either.
Maybe, but if I am to marry her, her father must give me 5,000 rupees.
Don't humiliate me so. Take 2000 rupees.
No, 5,000, or we go back. Keep your daughter.
Be a little considerate. Please. If you go back, I can never show my face in the village.
Then out with 5,000.
Pitaji! Take back your money. I am not going to marry this man.
Woli, are you crazy? Do you want to disgrace your family? Have some regard of our Izzat.
For the sake of your izzat, I was willing to marry this lame old man. But I will not have such a mean, greedy and coward as my husband. I want.
What a shameless girl. We all thought she was a harmless dumb cow.
Yes, auntie, you are right. You all thought I was a dumb driven cow. That's why you all wanted to hand me over to this heartless creature. But now the dumb cow, the stammering fool, is speaking. Do you want to hear more?
But what about you? No one will ever marry you now. What shall we do with you?
Don't worry, Pitaji. In your old age, I will serve you and mother. And I will teach in the same school where I learned so much. Isn't that right, ma'am?
Yes, Boli, of course.
December Nath and his friends and family started to return. Ramlal stood rooted to the ground, his head bowed low with the weight of grief and the shame. The flames of the sacred fire slowly died down. Everyone was gone.
Was it interesting to your students?
Yes, sir.
Could you
Yes, sir.
understand? So this is the story. Do you think very recent or old? What do you understand?
Old.
Yes, it seems to be very old, but dear students, these things, such stories are taking place even today in the villages. Right? That is the fact that we cannot deny. Now let's come to the point that what things you have learned. At last, such a dumb, coward girl started speaking. What made her so confident that she could start speaking, before or
Education.
in the present? Yes, education. Very good. This is 1:30. Can we discuss later or do you want me to continue? Okay, we'll continue tomorrow. We will firstly discuss the lessons that we have learned from this and also the question answers. Just after the end of this session, I will also share with you the questions and their answers so that you can refer to, but you can write them as and when possible and as per your convenience. So may I share, dear students? Is that enough for today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. There are so many things that we can learn. We'll discuss everything tomorrow. So good day,
Yes, sir,
everyone.
sure.
Bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.